Okay, guys, I'm going to start talking. And these are my thoughts with Blueface, Neveah, Jaden, Krishan. In other words, Blue Circus. You do realize that Blue Circus includes Karlissa too. So let's go ahead and throw her in there. Karlissa, Blueface mom. I'm going to break this down to you where this is going. Karlissa, a lot of you are going to view her as the concerned mother. Karlissa is a boss. Karlissa is a businesswoman. Karlissa has been in the industry before Blueface. Karlissa knows what she's doing. Karlissa is in Blueface's ear. That is her son, and she's a boss. So she's actually playing two parts, a concerned mother and boss lady. So for you to understand what I'm saying, Karlissa knows that everything that Blueface does is a brand, and it's about his money. So just recently, Karlissa broke down and said, when you came in the picture, Neveah, you weren't interested in my son. You were interested in a deal, in singing. So that's why Neveah was singing on one of my videos. He's mine, you may have had him once, but I got him all the time. He's mine. I can sing too. But Karlissa is doing damage control. And she's actually stepping in on behalf of her son and on behalf of the business at the same time. Karlissa is doing damage control. She's making that statement because everything in this circus is, I want to say the words, what do I want to say? What do I want to call it? I want to say it's scripted, but it's not scripted. It's a plan. It's a plan that is in place and a part that everybody has to play. So at each time when Jaden goes live and Krishan goes live and Karlissa goes live, they're with the program. Now they got this one woman that is trying to bring her voodoo, not only bring her voodoo, but has had a baby and sees how she can benefit because that's how she came in the first place. She didn't come crazy about Blueface. That's why every time Blueface tries to kiss her and kisses on her, she fakes it and it's not real. She doesn't. She might try to blush for the camera, but it's nothing towards him. It's always a face forward type of thing that she does. She's not turning her head to the side. She's not rubbing his head. She's not hugging him. There's no affection there. It's like he's with someone that does not love him, that is looking to him for business. Neveah is there for business. And then now Blueface chimed in and said in one of his lives, he said, I'm going to mention two things he said. Blueface said, Neveah, in one of his lives, Neveah, she's not my girlfriend anymore. She's been demoted. So they're building up to a build-up. He also said that he doesn't know Chat, I don't know if I'm moving her into the new house. And she heard him. And she tried to flex back and say, whatever you want, whatever, I'll do this, I'll do that. Neveah thinks she holds the card because she has Jonathan Jamal Jr. She has Jonathan Jamal. And she thinks she holds the ace in the hole. But a lot of time, when you have aces, and you think because you got pocket aces that you got the best hand in a poker game, those aces get cracked. And the board pairs, and that those aces turn into doo-doo, and someone else gets a straight or someone else gets a flush. And so those aces that you thought you had an ace in the hole, it could easily not be an ace in the hole. So they're setting it up right now to get Neveah out of position because she's not playing her position. She's looked and seen that she can make money on her own, and her numbers are up. And greed will cause you to lose your spot. Greed will cause you to think you got more than you have. It's not about how much money you're getting. It's about how much influence you have. And Karlissa and Blueface and the team that knows what to do, they're going to destroy her influence and leave her outside the circus, and she's not going to make no money as nearly as she would if she was in the circus. See, she's connected and doesn't realize that if you're on the vine and you're connected on the vine, you have to stay connected to the vine in order to continue to receive the resources, the nutrients that are coming through the ground, through the plant. You can't say I'm the vine and I'm better than the plant. So let me just take myself and disconnect myself from the vine. Karlissa is a smart businesswoman. She knows this. So what she does is steps in and reminds the audience, because this is a build-up. She reminds the audience that, hey, you came here for a deal. So what they're going to do is they're going to paint Neveah as the villain and bring back the receipts of when she said she came for the deal. Now, I'm going to show you this in some of the videos. What I'm talking about is true. Blueface, on the other hand, right now, he's silent during this part. He's silent during this moment because he doesn't want to look like the bad guy. So all he did was put out there, Neveah's not my girlfriend anymore. I don't know, chat, if she's moving into the house. And then the third thing he put out there was, let me back up a little bit. Neveah came to him and said, can I get a feature with this guy? He wants to pay me to do a feature. And she knew that Blueface wasn't going to go for that. But she tried to flex and use her power, which is manipulation. And manipulation is a form of witchcraft. She tried to use witchcraft on Blueface and throw that in there and thinking it will cause damage or bring a rift. And then not only that, after she had the baby and he was trying to tell her things about taking the baby to school, she didn't have a smart mouth like when she was pregnant. But now that she's not pregnant, she's just telling him, no, he shouldn't have stayed up late. I'm not going to argue with you. I don't like the tone of your voice. I'm not going to argue with you. She's trying to do the reverse psychology thing on a narcissist that's been playing the narcissist game for a long time. And she's playing in a game that's going to bite her. It's going to come back as karma. And anything she's building up and what she's doing in this voodoo practice, voodoo is manipulation. Any form of manipulation that is not normal, that you get people to get evil on them and you get people to do things you want them to do because you're praying to a false god. When you do voodoo, you're not representing God. So as much as y'all like the wholesome look that Neveah has, and as much as y'all like what she's doing, not to say that Blueface is doing any better, because he's a narcissist, and narcissists have soulless eyes and soulless lives. And so Neveah doesn't know that when you pay the price with the devil, he comes to collect. And he doesn't play fair, he tricks you. And he'll use you and he'll set you out that circus, and you won't be able to get back in until Blueface says you can come back in. That's why Blueface, when he sits on his lives, he says, chat, they think they got it better out there, but they end up coming back. They always come back. The golden retrievers. That's why he calls them golden retrievers. This is how it operates on that side. See, y'all didn't know I was going to get deep on y'all. I'm getting deep on y'all. It's 6 in the morning. I think deep. I act deep. I move deep. I'm recognizing Neveah And I'm recognizing Karlissa. Karlissa is the boss. Let's play this clip for y'all real quick. Here we go.
First doctor's appointment. Well, where is the godmama and the grandmama? Where's the people? If she's saying she's tired, where is the people to come in and do the dishes and wash the load of clothes and fold up the baby stuff and get it organized? Where? I don't even see no. I'm very disappointed. I don't see no setup. I don't see, you know what I'm saying? I don't see the diaper setup. I don't see the wipes.
None of that.
See where's the setup? Where is the functioning table, the setup? That's why the people probably like, I can't come over here and help you. I don't even see no setup. You just plopping out a titty and changing a diaper. Probably here with these white people and they slaved us, we still had to till the ground. We don't even know nothing about getting tired because we just had no baby. I had C-section. And yes, my mother-in-law came and she did her thing, but I still had to go to work with them staples itching me. I was at work with the staples still in. I don't give no about y'all whining about, oh, they just had a baby. Get your ass up and get to work. You wanted the motherfucker. I have never in my life cried to no man, no person, oh, I'm tired, can you get the baby? Like, this my baby. That's my other kids. I still had 2 other kids. Y'all make people weak. What'd she do with the last baby? Who helped her? Then instead of her listening to him and taking it and like, okay, you know what? Like, that's what y'all problem is with women too. If somebody say, you know, you need to get up and do this or do that, it's already like, first of all, he shouldn't be claiming because he shouldn't be complaining. You already knew what it was before she even got pregnant. You already knew that was a trifle mother before she got pregnant. So how dare you sit up here and ask her, put all these expectations on somebody you know don't even have the abilities. How dare you?
Now she's talking to y'all, the chat, that says, oh, he needs to help with the baby. Blueface is a gangster. Blueface is a crip. Blueface is a gangster in a crip that loves his children. And that's it. And a cheater. And how do you expect a snake not to be a snake? How do you expect a leopard just to change his spots just because a newborn comes in the world? He just got 1 by Krishan and he's got 2 by Jaden. He's used to this, but he didn't change with them. So what do you expect? You think you queen for the day? It's not going to make a difference. And if he does offer a suggestion to you as a man, you should take that suggestion and not get smart about it, not complain about it, and not blame it on your son for staying up until 4 in the morning. Blame it on yourself for letting your son stay up till 4 in the morning with high energy, and then blame it on you because you didn't get up, because that's your son before the child. He could be like, that's your son. He needs to stay with his dad for a while. Let us take care of him. He's old enough. Let him stay with his dad for a while. And let us take care of the baby. And he gives that baby attention and love too, but he antagonizes it too. But we're going to get back to Karlissa. But this is her talking to you guys that are taking up for Neveah when Neveah knew what she signed up for.
You knew the car was nasty, the house was nasty, the altar was nasty. You knew all this shit before she had this baby. You knew she was walking around with a cat with no skin on it. You knew all of this stuff before you got her pregnant. And you still went up in that mother bra. Okay? You did. So, don't get on here complaining and crying. Don't get on here expecting her the laundry all over the goddamn house. You don't be expecting. That's how she kept house. That's how they was raised. That's how they gonna be. They probably ain't gonna change. So get used to being around a nasty mother and a nasty house. Because that's what you thought was cute. Now, I gave you every chance and opportunity. When she jumped on me and my spirit jumped back at her, that was your sign. You got to pay attention to the sign, my nigga. You got to pay attention to the sign. Now, no matter what it is, you got to learn how to love her the way she is or let her go.
Now, y'all hear that?
That's what you got to do.
And remember the part I told you, Karlissa is a boss and a mom. Now, she's playing both sides. This is her speaking out and protecting her son's investment and protecting herself. And she's telling him, she's sending a message, get rid of her. You need to go. If you ain't with the program, Neveah, you need to go. Blueface, you knew what you got when you got Neveah. So don't get on here whining and complaining. Boss up. And she's giving him the key without giving him the key. She's giving him the tea without giving him the tea. She's letting him know what he needs to do. So because he's her son, like I have a son, and I have children that I do the same thing to, they're going to, even if they don't catch it that day, they will catch it 2 days later, and they'll make adjustments in their life. I don't have to come directly to them and tell them, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, you need to do this, and give them the play-by-play. All I need to do is plant that idea and say, hey, your brand is being messed up with this girl. You're about to let this girl take the bag and run with it when you need to do damage control.
This is the type of person that'll sleep on a pissy mattress with no sheet. You got to learn how to love that motherfucker the way she is, or call in a maid, cut off
y'all
some of her
put a W
allowance,
up there
and
in
start
there for
paying the maid
Karlissa.
people to come in there. I know do the job. Who have a baby and they stressed out. But if you ain't doing shit and you ain't got shit to do, how the hell do you get postpartum? You ain't even got to think about no job. You ain't got to think about no lights, no water, no gas, washing your ass. How the fuck you catch postpartum?
So she's saying postpartum from what? Postpartum is an after effect of having a baby, but also the after effect of what you went through while you were pregnant. And she's saying, Neveah, you didn't go through nothing. So what postpartum do you have? And then she's gonna say, go to your mom and daddy's house, take you some weeks and go over there and let them take care of you. Instead of sitting in there and not getting up doing nothing, barely washing dishes. And Blueface having to tell the cameraman, show her washing the dishes.
You ain't got shit to worry about.
Because he's so happy she washing the
Y'all
dishes and she's doing something on
making
camera.
up shit as you go. Now, if she got postpartum, send her home to her mama and let her get healed. Because she can't get healed over there. It's dishes and dirty clothes and people to feed. That's a full house over there. So if she got real postpartum, he need to ask her, are you feeling depressed or postpartum? She was already feeling that before because she was an addict. So what he needs to do is go on over there and have a heart-to-heart with her and ask her, because he's been talking to her like this before she had the baby, during the baby, while he was in jail. He ain't not talked like this his whole time. So she knew what she was getting into too. So now if she got the postpartum, she done caught the postpartum. If y'all done gave her the postpartum, y'all need to tell her it's time to go to your mom's house for like 4 weeks and take a rest so that you could be the best mom you could be for both the kids. But you can't, if Jonathan is causing you postpartum and you not grown woman enough for your kids to get up and leave and go to spend some time with your mama and your daddy, them people that say they love you so much and they want to help you, you need to go on over there and get some help for a minute.
And the Fair Use Act is in place. I'm using this to teach, to educate, to talk to you about the serious manipulation of witchcraft, the narcissism. So the Fair Use Act is in place. Go and shout out and make sure you subscribe to Drama Clipped.
Ain't nothing wrong with leaving for 4-5 weeks to go heal. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But if you don't choose to do that, we don't want to give a fuck and hear about nobody talking about postpartum. She got a whole mama and a daddy that then jumped in the equation to take up for her. They need to tell her, we'll send you a ticket for you and your baby, and come home and heal up and then go back if you want to.
That's no much of its effect.
So let me talk to y'all while this break is on here. Here it is. Karlissa's getting on and she's schooling Neveah on live. Everybody's watching everybody. Neveah needs to get with the program. That's basically what Karlissa is saying. Nobody wants to watch you. My son has a business going. And because he has a business going, we don't need to watch you sit around like you're the princess and the pea and the mattress. The pea will start hurting you at the bottom of the mattress. So basically, this is a business. This is a business enterprise. And it has several moving factors, several moving parts. It has Karlissa. She has her live. It has Krishan. It has Jaden, Blueface, and you. And if you're not contributing, she's saying S or get off the pot.
Now, I didn't advise. She put the on, if she got postpartum, she need to go home for a while. If she need to come over here, she could come over here. If there was some fake family members, she could come over here. I told her that before she had the goddamn baby. She could have came over here for a few weeks to get rid of her her depression. And even if you got the postpartum, you still got to clean up your dishes and make up your bed and do things that you got to do because you at somebody else's house. So if she come on up over here, she can come on up over here. Ain't no pills over here and none of that other bullshit over here, but you gonna get you, and ain't nobody gonna bother you. And Mrs. Sack gonna work all day, and I work all day too. So you need a couple weeks to heal. You pick one of these mammies that you think is good for you, and you go get you some rest. But you don't sit up there on no camera and then blame somebody else. I have postpartum. Well, then you need to take your post to the doctor and go get you some medicine or go on somewhere and go get you some peace for a few weeks. Take your ass home or come over here or go over your mama house. But you gonna sit there and then be crying and whine. I caught the postpartum. Okay, y'all had that bullshit before y'all met him. Stop fucking playing with me. Y'all had that bullshit before y'all met Jonathan. Y'all giving him postpartum. At this point, y'all, he about to catch the shit. Can the daddy get it too? Can the daddy catch it too? That's what I want to know. Can the daddy catch it too? Because he look like he got the shit too. And I do be over here laughing. I know I shouldn't be laughing. But I do be over here laughing. I do be over here laughing.
I think
but
they
you
can
have somebody to cook, clean, but get all of that. You have somebody to do all of that, and you went over there and the $2 prostitute friend. You've been looking for somebody to clean that house. Jaden is Mexican. She was born to know how to wash woodworks and make sure the shit is extra clean. Okay, that's in her DNA. Okay, that's in her DNA.
Check this out. And Blueface knew she was just making soups and putting voodoo in the soups. She wasn't making no big meals like Jaden. He knows what he signed up for.
Can't go down to the trailer park and then I think you about to get, you know what I'm saying? They just do shit different. Okay, we put bleach in our water. They ain't putting bleach in the water. You roaming around too many neighborhoods. CPS don't take nobody baby if they on drugs unless they on drugs when they go into delivery. So she went to a reputable hospital. So we gonna stop saying that the baby got some drugs on him, because if the baby had got some drugs on him here in California, we can't run the Baltimore out here. We can't do that out here. California don't give a fuck about none of that shit. If you go and take your ass in labor and delivery, The first thing they're gonna do is draw up some of that blood while you ain't looking, and they're gonna get some of that blood, and they're gonna find out if you done mistreated this baby while you was pregnant. Then they're gonna plaster it on your forehead and tell you you gotta go home without this baby. They don't give about none of that shit out here, okay? So she ain't gave that baby no drugs, or she went home way too quick. They tested that blood, they threw them out the hospital. They didn't even, they was in a Christian hospital, because I seen the crosses everywhere, and them mother wanted them out. That hospital, I ain't never seen nobody leave no hospital that fast. Them mother felt the evil spirits and wanted them mother out, okay? I ain't never seen a hospital get rid of nobody that fast, but I knew what it was when I seen them crosses over there on that wall over Jonathan's head. Every time I seen my son, it was a cross over his head. Did y'all notice that, or it's just me? Every video Jonathan was on, he up in there with all the demons. All the demons in the room. The demons was so thick in that mother. So they said, you can go. You done. We checked the baby. Ain't no drugs in the baby. You can go. Take that baby and take that man and them other people with you and get on up out of this hospital. We Christians up in here. Now, I don't know why she didn't go to her kind of hospital, but she sure went up in there to the Catholic or the Christians. I seen the cross on the wall for Jesus, honey.
Karlissa has no kind words for her son Blueface after he chose to let Neveah stay at his house.
Okay, so I'm finna show y'all something else. Are we on it this morning now? Yep, I want y'all to take the time to comment on all that. That deserves some comments. And subscribe. And let me tell y'all something. I'm getting on y'all butt. I'm bringing y'all good content. And we get hundreds and over 1,000 views all the time. We got 97,000 views one time. We're getting 14,000 on the work that I do on the shorts videos. I'm bringing you all good entertainment, and not only entertainment, because I don't just entertain. I'm not interested in entertaining y'all. I'm interested in giving y'all some substance, so that when you're watching, you're not just watching to be watching. I'm going to give you content, and I'm going to explain to you the workings of a narcissist, the workings of a witch. And I said witch because when you practice voodoo, it's a form of witchcraft. I'm explaining this to you and breaking it down in detail. But you guys won't even subscribe to the channel. I had 97,000 views. And do you know, there were only 300 subscribers out of 97,000. And I feel like kind of used. So if you've been watching this channel for the last week, and you faithfully come to this channel, all I'm asking you to do, not somebody just coming in, I'm not talking to you. All I'm asking you to do is to come into this particular video and subscribe. My goal is 1,000 subscribers. They just changed YouTube, and by February 1st, things are going to switch up, and I'm not going to go into that detail, but I need to get my 1,000 subscribers. And I don't need to wait till February and look up and I don't have them. When all you guys are in the chat that are not subscribed, that it doesn't hurt to support another person's business. I support business too. I was just on there yesterday subscribing to the subscribers just so that I could get through a portion of them and get through a portion of them. And I'm getting to you, because it's 600 and something of y'all, but I'm subscribing to the ones that have just got on recently, that I have promised that if you get on during this week, I'm going to subscribe to your channel. And it's just a lot. But you're one person watching this video. It doesn't take anything for one subscription. Okay? So this is what I'm saying about Blueface. Blueface tells, well, actually, it's a breakup setup. He's really setting up to get her out of the house, because he's smart. He knows she's damaging the brand, and she thinks it's going to flip on him, and she'll be free, and she can do her own channel away from him. She could just go to her apartment Well, that's what he wants her to do. He wants her to leave voluntarily. He doesn't want to be looking like a bad guy. He's got a newborn baby. I'm breaking down the behind the scenes tea for y'all that y'all didn't even think about. Y'all didn't even think about. All I know is this is not scripted, but it is planned.
Free yourself from.
And it just so happens that Blueface is realizing that Neveah is not dancing for the camera like she was when she was pregnant. 6 likes, all right, chat. 7 likes, all right, go. That was hype for her channel so people could like her and then go subscribe to her channel. Neveah is smart. She's crafty. She's very crafty. And I'm serious. It's going to backfire on her. I don't care how crafty she thinks she is, but it's going to backfire on her. Now watch this. Remember the point I made that he gives her affection and she barely returns it? And I didn't even know this was in here. So let's see. We're going to watch this together and see if she's going to return the affection. Okay? Let's do that. Shout out to, I'm going to name this guy's channel, but shout out to him. Let's see, what is his channel name? Garjani Speaks. Go to his channel and like the video, okay? And subscribe to his channel as well if you like his content.
It says Blueface yawns while hugging Neveah.
Her. I'm sorry.
All right. She says you tired, and he says, yeah, tired of you, child.
Is it tired?
Yeah, tired of shit.
He didn't say tired of you, he said tired of
Yeah,
you-ish. That's funny. How people shorten things in a sense of different message.
He said tired of your sheep, okay?
Now fix it. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna need her to put them cash commandments on repeat. Bro look like dude off Get Out. Child, right, with that hat. I hate him and he ain't even my ninja. I just woke up, man. Come on now, this sending me. The way she looks slow after. Child. He hates her, oh my gosh.
She hates
Everybody's
him.
laughing like, Okay. Steady play to her face. But hey, I guess she love it, child. I guess she love it. Now, let's get into this next clip. All right, so Neveah has some people over. Apparently, it was her friends. It was her friend, and I guess her friend had brought some family over. I guess to help her with the baby. The Blueface was very. He was keeping a watchful eye on the people, okay? Because obviously he don't know them, and you're just making sure they didn't try to get off with some of his sheet or something. All right, so let's get into this clip, okay?
I know that's Vicky, but who else is the motherfuckers? And what about the kids and the nigga with the Down syndrome?
Why would you say that?
I'm asking you, okay, so name the motherfuckers so I don't gotta point them out. All you gotta say, that's Vicky and her mom and her family. You forced this shit out of me, man. Like, it's about 20 motherfuckers up there, you gonna say, it's Vicky. I see Vicky. Who's the other 19 motherfuckers? It's her mom. Okay, the other 18 motherfuckers. Damn.
Okay.
God damn.
Well, thank you. What's your issue?
About the goddamn shelter over this little lady.
No, they have a home. They have a house. Sure.
It's not them, I'm saying you.
They're not from the shelter.
They're not here at this point.
And there's nothing in the shelter.
Shut the fuck up about
shelter. Please and thank you.
Keep your eyes on the niggas, boy. It's your good eyes, nigga. It's your good eyes, nigga. Keep your eyes on the niggas.
Especially when on that nag.
Keep an eye on the big one, especially. Watch that big one. Look, nigga, number one, you see the big one right there? Keep your eyes on that big one right there, right? Get out there, make sure the niggas ain't stealing my shit off the stuff, nigga. Your eyes on the big one right there. The big one? Yeah, it's looking real sneaky.
See the sneaky,
And them little kids on the couch, watch them little motherfuckers.
So, this is a backdrop of the other day when Neveah had people come over there and help her clean. But while they're helping her clean, she's nowhere in the frame, nowhere really in the picture, not integrating with them. The baby's not out there. It's not paying him. He gets paid from the baby being in the picture. And y'all may not like me, y'all may not like what I'm saying, but this is a business to make money. Bottom line, this is not just a fact of life. They're just streaming their life and happy-go-lucky. No, it's a business. And like Karlissa said, she signed up for it. He knew what she was about when he decided to sleep with her and have a baby. And so now he has to do damage control, and he has to decide, do I let her go and co-parent? Because she doesn't have to stay with him. She has her own place. And he has his own place, and if she's smart, she'll get with the program and just start being the employee that she is. Now, I say that because Blueface said she's an employee. She's getting paid $12,000 a week. Let me just...
Child, okay. So, yeah, Blueface is real.
Yeah, I'm trying to hear them talk. Because I don't need to use somebody else's commentary. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just trying to see if she's going to let them talk. If not...
Bring nobody over there just for him to clown them. Ain't no way. I would have went to visit them before I brought them all over to be humiliated. Exactly. You know how he get. No. Thankfully, he didn't say that, you know.
These are young girls. They're not reading behind the scenes. So let me just get to somewhere else. I'm trying to teach y'all something. I'm trying to teach y'all what's really going on. What recently went on. That's what I'm trying to teach you. Now this is Superior with his dad.
I see the crystal raindrops fall and the beauty of the dawn when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbow lips.
Okay, I don't want to get a copyright strike. But Superior was allowed to go see his dad. She had cut him off from seeing his dad. And now that she's had the baby, now she's allowing him to see his dad. She's playing a game. She's a manipulator. She's playing in Blueface's face. She played like, oh, he don't need to go see his dad. And then when he was going to see his dad, she said, oh, the auntie is going to be with them. I don't want him to see his dad on his own. She's playing in Blueface's face. I don't know if Blueface is catching on to it or if he's not. I just don't know. I'm going to give y'all some. Hold on. This is when Blueface and Neveah got into it. And I'm gonna let this stream for a while so y'all have something to check out. Because Karlissa was saying she needs to go to her mommy and daddy while she's pregnant, since the dad wants to have so much to say. She doesn't live there, Karlissa said. Go home. Karlissa said, go home. Shout out to Low Key Clips. I'm going to give you this content from Low Key Clips. Go to their channel and subscribe. See it on the screen?
On the other and try to milk. I'll milk this right now, child. So, I'll milk her for all she's got.
Sure.
Look at him reaching over and touching her. Oh, man, he does more reaching than she does. I've never seen her reach for him. I promise I haven't. I don't get it. She wants a lot to be a person that's... I wonder what her sign is.
How much to book you for a stream? $5.
What?
That's all they know. What you mean? That's all you were.
Yeah, do you see how rude this is?
$5. That's on the high.
He's touching birds up there. Chad, he's touching birds up there. Look, he has birds in his hand.
Oh my God. The Birdman.
What's the bird trying to look? Look, Gabby, you gotta look right
That's
here.
good. Get it. There you go. Pigeons.
Now she's winning over her chat. She's on her chat. You know
Look out this window.
you know she's beating out the numbers on all of them.
You're not looking out your window, that's why.
He's literally,
You got pigeons.
he has all of the
Oh my God, he's feeding the pigeons. Kind of like me. Feeding birds.
Okay, well, I guess I'll work on it.
Yeah.
Well, that was so professional.
I have to redo this, y'all. Hold on. Sorry about that. It went off and I thought it shut off. I'm not going to stop the stream though. So hold on, guys. The heck? Here it goes. Anyway, this is when the argument's going to come up with her dad. I haven't seen this, so we're going to watch this together and I'm going to comment. But I want to bring you up to speed on what I'm talking about because I predicted that Neveah was going to get